Hey, it's Mikey Arugula, Season 2, Episode 5. Now, this episode is going to be a hodgepodge of a few things, but in between the episode, we're going to have like Beatles in the bedroom, okay? But right now, what I want to do is, I want to tell you something. I've been accumulating some real good stuff, and I got to show it off. Because what happened was, some of you guys know, I got contacted by a Beatle hoarder. That's the best way to describe it. And he's allowing me to open up some of his stuff, and everything I open, I want to buy. So first of all, I got to show you some of these items. You see this picture? Looks like nothing, but can you see that it's 3D?
If you turn it,
a little
closer to the camera.
Yeah. You see the 3D aspect of it?
Stick out a little.
Yeah. This is original from '64. Very rare item. Okay? Now, look at these guys I got from him. These are plastic. Okay? I got all four of them. Joe, take pictures of all four of these things. Now, this is how cool it is. Joe, can you see the bottom of this from Scotland? I don't know if you could see it.
Hold on. It says made in Scotland.
Yup.
I see that much.
Yeah. These are from like 1963. Rare. I mean, they're not even in these catalogs, these things. All right? And these are the real deal. All right? Let me show you another thing I picked up. These are the things the real Beatle fans, they drool over. Look at this nice display. The Beatle rings. All of them on the card.
29 cents.
And look at the back. Never been displayed. Like it's almost perfect shape. So these are really nice items. Okay? Now, this is the one that got me the most excited. As soon as I saw this, I grabbed it. I used to go to a place called Jolly Rogers on Long Island. And at Jolly Rogers, I remember seeing this item. And it turns out that that's where he got it. Okay? And I begged him to let me buy it. When I show you this, okay? This was from Jolly Rogers. That's a nice item, right? The whole card is filled, okay? This is serious Beatle collecting memorabilia, okay?
And today, by the way, we got Beatle Don with us. See that?
Yeah, Beatle Don, man.
So he's watching this.
And look, Beatle Don's wearing Mikey's shirt, okay? Everybody's in the Mikey
I got initiated.
Arugula fan club now, okay? Yep, yeah. But this thing is what they call the subhito. The subhito pins. All right? From England, by the way. This is made in England. All right? I don't know if it says on the back, but this is a really cool display item that you see in the store. The theme is Beatles in the bedroom. Now, we got to keep this clean, guys, so it's not what you think, okay? When the Beatles came to America, the hotels, they cut up the bed sheets. Now, there's lots of these things out there, but I thought I'd show you something a little bit different. This sheet is a little different. This is from the Idlewild Riviera. Idlewild, which was across from what's now called JFK International Airport. At the time, though, it was still called Idlewild. And if you went there today, and you went to 151-20 Baisley Boulevard, okay, there's a Garden Inn now. But this used to be the Riviera, all right? And these, by the way, I thought what's cool about this also is that this was purchased, the bed sheets, the teaspoons, the face towels, by a guy called Ron Delsner.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, this is how Ron Delsner got started. Okay, he was into collecting this Beatles stuff, cutting it up, and got involved with music.
Was he a concert promoter?
Yeah, concert promoter, involved with the Beatles, Eric Clapton, right? Other people. But that's pretty cool that it says on here his name. So that's a cool thing. All right, let's move on. Now, Beatles in the bedroom, let's talk about what that means. All right, here. Here's a pillowcase. All right, a pillowcase made out of this material. All right?
You also made curtains out of that.
Yeah, curtains. We're going to get to the curtains. Now, this is an official Beatle blanket.
Whitney.
Yep. Now, it's big. I may need some help showing some of these things. Hold on a minute. Here. Beetle Don, come over and help me. Okay? You see it? This is a Beetle blanket. Okay?
Whitney.
Yep. So, you know, every girl had to have things for their bedroom, and they wanted to be close to the Beatles and touch them and feel them. All right? Now, I have something here. That's a common item. But I'm going to show you something that's a little kooky, that is harder to find. This material is very common. But what I have here is an entire Beetle bedspread. Okay? I want you to show you what I mean by that. Okay? You put the blanket, the sheets down, and then over, you see this? Here, Beetle Don, hold this out for a minute. Okay? Let's spread it out here. This is an entire, if you see the seam, goes on the side. If I had a bed, and I had a Beetle room when I was younger, right? This is for a single bed. You see the sheet?
Mm-hmm.
And this holds out. This is a cool item, right? It's in perfect shape, by the way.
Fine.
All right? But this is a Beetle bed spread. All right, man. So now we're going to start opening some boxes. All right? Let's open up some boxes related to Beatles in the bedroom. All right? Then we'll do some random boxing quickly. This came, by the way, all the way from England. Oh, not bad, man. Not bad.
Did you? I came all the way from England.
Nice.
Beetle Don again. Hold it for me. Hold on to it for me, man.
Get upside down. It's upside down.
Look at this.
I've got to turn it around.
Oh, we got to turn it around.
It's more better color.
To me, it's not exactly a good-looking piece, but it is. Wait a minute. It looks better than I
It looks
thought.
great.
This is in good shape.
Absolutely.
Wow. I didn't realize from the pictures that it's 3D. That's a nice piece.
It's yarn.
You know, it's really different. And this was from 1963 in England. I don't think this was ever sold in the U.S.
That's the UK.
All right, this is a UK item. All right, but once again, it allowed the girls and maybe some guys, you never know, who wanted to be close to the Beatles at nighttime sleeping. Okay?
You're going to be close from now on,
Yeah.
Mikey, with this? You're going to use it?
I wouldn't use this. I gotta wrap it up again and keep it.
Yeah, I'll take care of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
here.
We take
Oh,
this
you,
to
but
the-
Don, you take this. All right, now let's open up another thing. Let's say they want to get even closer to the Beatles. Think about it on their wedding day. Okay, on their wedding day, they do something. There's a tradition when they're getting married and they're having the party. Okay, what do? A Beetle garter. A Beetle garter, man. And by the way, this is a real item. This is a real item. Can you believe this?
Who knew?
The ladies would put this on their leg, and this is their wedding night. Okay? And what is the thing the husband sees? The first thing he sees when he's expecting something else, he sees the Beatles sticking in his face.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? Kooky, man. Kooky.
I hope he's not a Rolling Stones fan when he's doing
Yeah,
it.
but this is an old item, right?
Yes.
Nice one, right?
And how about when he throws it
When he throws
At
it.
the wedding.
at the wedding?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm
Well,
thinking,
I'll tell you, that's the only garter I'd catch at a
I'm telling
wedding.
you honestly, I thought she'd be leaving it on for the evening.
If somebody got
now-
married and threw that, Mikey would jump and
Now,
get it.
now look. There's another garter, okay, that I got. Another version of the garter in here, okay? You know, there's variations of all kinds of things. That one was, I think, was the real one. This is another version of the garter, okay? That Mikey collects all kinds of kooky stuff.
Yeah, we're seeing.
Okay.
I think
Okay.
I learned
Look,
something
look.
about Mikey today.
This one also.
Look at that. It says, "Love Me Do."
The Beatles. The Beatles. Okay? And this is another version of the garter. Okay? This version, by the way, most people have never seen. Now, is it official? I don't know, but I would tell you this.
My bet is not.
It's old.
I haven't
Okay?
seen one.
It's old, man.
I never saw one.
No one ever made this in the last 10 years or 20 years or 30 years or 40 years to try and make money on this. Okay? This is an old item. So we have two types of garters here.
we were
This is
talking
the
about
one with the pin, and this is the one Here. So maybe Mikey should try this on. Oh, can I put it on my head? No. It's too doesn't fit my
Try
head.
the other one.
How about I put it on my wrist? How's it look? How's it look? Let's dress the Beatles and
Oh,
God.
come on.
Come on. Here. How's it look? Okay? Hey, now, in the bedroom, in the Beatle bedroom, I got another thing that I've shown in a short, but I wanted to show this again because it's related to Beatle bedroom. It's a high item.
Very rare.
Very rare item. Very rare. Once again, I'm trying to appeal to the Beatle collectors out there that they get a little jealous because Mikey's a screwball. He's got a lot of good stuff. This is a window shade for your Beatle bedroom, right? So this is a nice colorful item of the Beatles that you could put in your window and close the shades at night, all right? So that's the story with that. I wanted to show you that one. It's a pretty cool item. A lot of Beatle collectors have never seen it. All right, so the last thing I want to show you for this Beatle room, the Beatle bedroom, is that Beatle wallpaper. Let me show you. This is what Beatle wallpaper looks like. Beatle Don brought me a little square of it, okay? But what I'm going to do is I'm going to open up now, which I've never done, okay? Just for this episode, I have an entire roll of this Beatle wallpaper, all right? Beatle Don, he's getting involved now. He's showing you a little bit of a sample of it, all right?
You got a sample.
But pay attention
Just
to
a
Mikey.
sample.
Mikey. Okay. Here's what we're going to do.
Sample, Danny.
What
Sample.
we're going to do is this, though. We're going to open up now. Hopefully I don't regret doing this, okay? I mean, this thing lasted like 60 years, and I'll ruin it in 5 minutes, okay? Let's see what it is. This is an entire roll. This is how it came from the store, all right?
It was made in Canada.
Here we go.
Made in Canada.
Made in Canada, and they made
Okay.
it also in the UK.
Look, guys, let's get real. Look, see? Beatle wallpaper. I'm not going to... Whoa, here we go. Here we go, right here.
It's crumble out of touch.
See?
So it's a roll of the wallpaper.
There's a whole roll, okay? You probably need 3 or 4 rolls to do a whole room, all right? But this is an entire roll of like 60 feet, 80 feet. How many feet came on a roll?
I think it was about 35, 40 feet.
Okay, that's it. So this is a full roll right here, all right? So I just wanted to show you guys. All right, let's move on to the random unboxing now. I know that's the highlight of the show for a lot of people.
Yeah, let me pick a box.
Can you pick out a box, Joe?
Yeah. We're going to go into here.
By the way, don't neglect the little ones. Okay?
I'm not neglecting. All right, I'm going to pick this to start out with. This is more like a package. A little, thin envelope.
Okay. All right, man.
We're going this way.
All right. I have no idea what's in this thing. Okay? We'll start opening this. All right? I have a lot of neglected packages because they're not big, so no one ends up ever opening them. So now we got to give some attention to these little things.
Is there a year on this to say how long?
Oh
it's
yeah,
been?
I'll tell you in a minute. Hold on. Let me tell you. Let me tell you when this was. June of 23.
So
It's almost 2 years
it's
old.
almost 2 years it's been sitting here.
Well, this looks like something good. I kind of remember what I bought now. A teacher's guide. Look at this. A teacher's guide for school to the movie A Hard Day's Night.
Oh, wow. It says United Artists.
Yeah.
At first I was like, what a piece of junk. And then I see it's an official United Artists.
No, this is old, man. No, so can you imagine the kids were going to school, right? And the teacher is given instructions. A teacher's guide series is intended as informational service for the users of the United Artists films. Okay? The origin of the film, the filmmaker, the attitude of the film, suggestions for usage. All right? When was this issued? Look, release dates 1964, talks about the story. All right, that's enough time on that. You want to open up something else?
All right, here's another choice.
Here's another one. Mikey's going to sit down. I'm getting exhausted. These guys,
That's a first.
these guys, they think like I take the energy out of them. They torture me here. They're torturing me.
Don's digging for the next box. Get a box you want him to open, Don.
Okay. Oh, you know what I'm going to say?
I know.
hate these things.
These things are annoying. They get all over my floor.
Wow.
Oh, wait. This is a good one.
Wow, my two picks are this newspaper.
This is a good one, man. Okay. Let's see what this is. Musical Express. It says The Who. What does that have to do with the Beatles?
Zach Starkey these days.
Yeah. X.
Not even a Beatles item.
Why do I have this? There must be a Beatle thing in here. Oh, yeah, I just ripped it. Hold on.
Leave
Let's
it to
see.
me to pick a Who thing. There's something.
Why did I buy this?
It was just a Beatles
Said
article.
Beatles in
in
New
it.
York.
Oh, it does on the front?
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why.
See, does it say Beatles in New York?
Beatles in New York.
Hold on, what's it say? Hold on, wait a minute. Okay, it says Beatles in New York.
Oh, you know why I bought it?
Why?
Because it's August 26, 1966. I saw the Beatles on August 23rd, 1966 at Shea Stadium. And it says Beatles in New York. So I was thinking that this might be about the concert that I went to. Okay? This is the second Shea Stadium concert. And Mikey always wants to relive going to that concert. So anything related to the Beatles at August 23rd, 66, I buy. Musical Express.
Well, I think it was a lousy pick for me. But anyway,
No, I'll let you pick another thing.
now let's hope that Don's got something that he picked. Let's hope this is better. I struck out with those two, I
This
think.
one is from August of 2022.
2022. This has been here almost 3
And it
years.
looks like it's probably from England.
22. This is light, man. This is light. Okay, where'd this come from?
England?
Nah, it's Argentina or something, it says. This is Argentina
I
it's
was going to
coming
say
from.
it's England was some
All right.
some other part of Europe.
Let's see. These are like giant things that crush you. What is it? What is this thing?
A big butt for that.
Oh, I know what this is. I have the can. What is this? It's like a George Harrison. This is from Argentina. My Sweet Lord, but it's called My Sweet Beer.
Oh, Jesus.
This is like a fake George. Yeah. The reason why I bought this was because I had this. Okay? So somehow this ties in with this. You know,
yeah.
Listen, the Beetle buttons, the pricing of these Beetle buttons is out of control. A Beetle button just went on sale on eBay and sold for over $2,000. This is an oddball Beetle item, button. I know what's in this box. All right? But I never opened it. But people were wondering who bought this thing. Now they'll know it's Mikey that bought it. Okay? Very unusual Beetle button. Okay? Let's open it up before I show you what it says. Okay? Hold on a minute. Very unusual. I like Bobby Kennedy. Yeah.
Oh.
Bobby Kennedy was running for New York State Senate in 1964. Okay? This is not 1968 when he was running for presidency. In 1964, after his brother was killed, okay, he ran for New York State Senator. Okay. All right, man. So listen, I want to finish off the show, this episode, the way I started it. I've been buying a lot of stuff from this Beetle hoarder. Unbelievable stuff. So, first of all, look at this crazy Paul I found. Okay? This is a real item, man.
What?
This is a real item.
What is it?
It's a Paul. It's an overblown head of a Paul. But I put my hand in it and I can get him to talk. Look at this crazy thing. His nose has got a little issue. But this is a very rare item. And then I just want to let everybody know. Remember I showed you this bag?
Yeah.
That's how I originally got started. This was the thing when Joe and I went to the Beetle, right before the Beetle Fest. I met up with him. I got this rare bag. But I'm going to be continuing to buy. So, all right, listen. These guys did not pick out good boxes today. So Mikey picked out one box that I know is a decent item in there. I remember ordering this. Let me open this thing up so I can end this show on something good. Okay? All right. You know, these guys, you know, they picked out a bunch of loser boxes today.
Yeah, I got to admit.
Okay, not too good. Okay, you see this? You know the Ross of Mayfair, which is the talcum powder? Look, they made this too. This is the Mayfair autographed miniature wall plate from 1964. But what's cool is I even got the box within the box that it came from. This is a very rare item for Beatle collectors out there. Mint condition. It says the Beatles on the side. Okay, it's a tray with the fake autographs on the bottom. Anyway, guys, keep watching Mikey for the rarest Beatle collectibles out there. And if you're interested in reaching me, Mikey Arugula, Gmail. Joe, love you. Beatle Don, Anthony. Okay, next time for breakfast again. Thanks for watching.